The author, Robert E. Howard, is one of the so-called Three Musketeers of the legendary magazine Weird Tales, which started in 1923. And the other two of the so-called musketeers were H.P. Lovecraft, who's probably the most famous one, and Clark Ashton Smith, who's actually perhaps my favourite of the three. But Robert E. Howard was the most straightforward of the three. He was an action writer. He happened to be very good at it. Unfortunately, he shot himself at age 30, but even so, he managed to leave behind an enormous body of work, including 18 Conan stories. Now, I just want to tell you about the first part of the three parts of the Tower of the Elephant, which was actually the first Conan story to be written from scratch. There was a previous one that he'd cannibalized one of his other stories to provide a quarry of material for, but although it's a good one, I'll ignore that one and start off with Tower of the Elephant. I want to say right at the beginning that I subscribe to a theory of criticism which might be called the critical mass theory, to give it a pompous title. Basically, I think writing is about what you can get away with. If you can get away with a certain number of good aspects in your writing, you achieve that critical mass, and then it doesn't matter how much you go wrong, you've got away with it, and the defects just get swallowed up and they just disappear in the good points. And that's what I think happens with Robert E. Howard. You can make niggling criticisms, but none of them are of any significance in view of his triumph. So, Tower of the Elephant, a very early Conan story, and as soon as you open the book, which
Hey, look at that.
This one.